Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, good morning. I'm Candace. Welcome back.
It's Thursday.
No, it's not.
It's cure day.
It's cure day. It's Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. It's also garbage day. I totally screwed this up.
Yeah. We're excited. Tonight is the Cure concert, so we're all hyped up.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a short day here in the shed for us. Video might not be quite as long, but yeah, we are going...
Gotta get to New Orleans.
We're going to New Orleans to see the Cure play tonight.
Yep.
And they're kicking off their North American tour, so it's the first date, first show of the tour. And we listen to XM radio all the time, like when we're going anywhere or sourcing or anything. And like every single day, multiple times a day, they play a Cure song.
And that's all they've been talking about for like a month.
And then they talk about the show in New Orleans coming up.
Yep.
So,
yeah. It's very exciting. I didn't think, like a year ago, if you had told me I'd be seeing him in concert, I didn't believe it, because one thing, they're getting so much older.
Yeah. And
we are too, and I didn't think they would tour over here anymore. I really thought they were done. So excited.
Yeah, me too. Me too. You know, it's funny though, we're making a video about reselling. You know what Robert Smith hates more than anything right now?
Reselling?
Resellers.
Well, scalpers.
Yeah, well, call it what you like.
Yeah, he's fighting them.
Yeah, he is. He's hardcore, and which I appreciate. Like, I like buying and selling things for a profit, but I don't love the artificial.
It's kind of like during the pandemic when people were trying to scalp hand sanitizer.
Right.
To me, it's the same thing. There's a limited market, and he's trying to make it where the fans can go see his shows. You know,
yeah.
And he did. He really did it for us. We didn't even think about. We weren't going to get tickets because we're like, they're going to be expensive. And I happened to hop on that day, and I'm like, Lonnie, the tickets are $21. How do you not go?
Right.
You know. So yeah. He tweeted. He's like tweeted against the Louisiana legislature, they have something in the works to pretty much help scalpers sell tickets.
Right, and he's fighting against that.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll put a few clips in if we take any at the show. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Take a clip or two. We actually had a good sales day yesterday, which is kind of weird because we didn't even sell. We sold 9 items total.
Yeah, we sold really well up until last night, and then it shut off again.
Yeah, it like 9 o'clock. It's been over 12 hours now.
Yeah.
9 o'clock last night was our last sale, and I'm not complaining because I'm just stating a fact. Because
that's how it is. Yeah.
Like I said, we had a good sales day.
We did sell something on Mercari.
No.
On Poshmark.
Yes. All right, let's go ahead and get these things pulled.
Okay. All right, well, my little mistake with the Cabbage Patch doll, it worked out. I'm still upset about it happening, but we ended up selling the outfit and the doll. So the first item we're pulling is the outfit, 7 Charlie.
I couldn't believe this.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that would be worth that kind of money. Okay, here it is. Shoes, overalls, and shirt or whatever.
Socks, everything, the whole outfit. $120.
That's
sold in about an hour after listing.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
That did help you feel a little better anyway, huh?
It did, you know.
Okay.
I still felt like a total idiot. And then the doll, I listed it and it sold within a couple of hours. 11 alpha.
Okay, it's right there. I'm gonna leave it up here until I get a packet because that is going UPS.
So ended up selling that for $60.
So between the outfit and that, you got 180, paid $12.50. You killed it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
and honestly, I think if I would have been able to leave it as a lot together, I probably would have gotten 200. You know.
So there really wasn't a huge
wasn't.
loss financially anyway.
Right. All right, we have a Dracula A going out.
Okay. It's so weird, like Candace was saying earlier, that Mercari sales they come in hot and heavy, and then it goes quiet for a bit.
Yeah, we'll sell like 2 or 3 Monster High dolls, maybe something else, and then like for a day or two, it's just quiet.
Yeah, which is
really
fine.
nice,
It's fine. You know, we don't depend on those sales, but yeah, it's weird.
So she sold for 30.
Okay.
We have a razor going out. Well, actually, two different orders. The first one is R30
Okay.
for $20.
All right, $20 razor, R30.
R21,
And R21.
$8.09.
Okie doke.
5 Bravo Cleo Denial.
I'm starting to remember where these things are. We don't have any.
Oh,
You're gonna have to cut one out.
okay. That's not a problem. I have a box over there.
Okay.
She sold for $12.59.
Okay.
And then we have a vinyl, Heaven 17.
They've got, all I know about them, they have one good song that they play on First Wave all the time. I can't remember the name of it. 17. Where are you at? Here it is, The Luxury Gap. Yeah, let me look at the titles on here. See. What's So Fast? Come on. No, I don't know any of those. I don't know any of those songs. They do have a song on here called Let's All Make a Bomb.
Okay.
That's weird.
That sold for $11.69.
Okay.
And then on Poshmark, we sold a pair of shoes, D3.
Which side is that on? Other side? Let me see if I need my step stool. I do not need a step stool. It's just these right here. Oh, these are light too.
Yeah, those are really light. They're little mules. Sold those for $17.
Okay.
We do have the Cabbage Patch doll is going UPS, and we have one more thing that we're gonna pull after Lonnie gets the.
Well, we'll show them, because you know what? I think it's, what's the location?
4 Alpha.
Oh, 4 Alpha? Okay, that's not what I was
You have them already
expecting.
boxed up, I think.
Yeah, I think I do. Oh yeah, I think they're in here. They're right here, I believe. So those are ready to go.
That's a lot of 89 monster truck magazines, or classic truck, not monster.
Yeah, there's a bunch of lowriders mostly, I think.
Yeah, like from the 90s, 2000s. Those sold for $75.64.
That was a score too, because picked those up at a garage sale a few months ago. $5 for all of them.
Yeah.
So that was a big time score.
Yep.
All right, so let me go ahead and get this stuff packed up, and then get the other stuff packed up. We'll see what else we get into today. Like I said, we are going to be knocking off quite a bit earlier than normal today.
Yeah.
All right, I need to go ahead and break out some more bubble wrap. I had some in the truck. It just came in the other day. Look at this monstrous thing here. It's 3 gigantic rolls of bubble wrap.
Look at me standing by it.
I mean, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
And it's very tightly, look at the size of that roll.
Yeah.
That is nuts, man. So this is American Bubble Boy's newest size that I know of anyway. There's 3 350-foot rolls in that packaging, and it feels and looks like it too. Mm-hmm. So we used to get, I think they used to have a 750, or maybe it was 700, but we used to get, no, I don't think it was this. I think they used to do three 250s.
Yeah, they were smaller rolls.
And now they made the roll bigger to 350.
Mm-hmm.
So now they just ship 2, I guess, with this.
Yeah, and then we did the 3 roll.
We did the 3 roll, and you could see it what the price works out to the door is $49, which that's a lot of money for friggin' bubble wrap, man. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of bubble wrap. Mm-hmm. It works out to 4.6 per square foot, 4.6 cents per square foot. This is 5.5 cents per square foot. And then I was looking at, just to see if that was still a good deal, which I'm pretty sure it is. I also buy at Sam's Club from time to time, like if I need it now and I haven't ordered, which is a lot.
Yeah.
That comes up quite a bit. And they sell their 240 foot rolls for right now. They're $13.67. Normally they're $15.67. But I did the math based on the sale price of $13.67, and that works out to 5.7 cents a foot. So,
which is about the same as this. However, I will say I think this quality is better.
I think it is a little better than. It kind of goes back and forth. Sam's, I feel like the stuff at Sam's used to be a little higher quality.
Yeah, it's been really thin, I think.
Yeah.
And then again, not everyone has Sam's Club, so.
Right. A Bubble Boy is a little thin, but their bubbles are always full of air.
Yeah.
Which is what we want.
And they're,
so.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, link down below if y'all want to try them out. We've been using them for
a couple of years now. Huh?
3 years now, something like that.
Yep.
And they have other stuff too. They've got like three. Okay, that's what we got right there.
Yep.
Oh, it's recycled. I didn't know that part.
And then we got the big rolls this time too, the big bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah, so look, they have the large.
Yeah.
And
we got a 2-pack of
this
those.
is what we got here.
We got 3?
Yeah, we got 3-pack. And that is, it's a little pricier. It's $40 for, it's a lot pricier actually. $40 for 195 square feet.
Yep.
But I mean, the bubbles are huge.
They're huge.
So anyways, enough about bubble wrap. I'm gonna finish packing this stuff. All right, it is after lunch now, and Candace is listing these awesome shoes. These shoes are really cool.
Yep.
How much are you listing them for?
I don't know. I just found the name of them. I googled it.
Yeah. So these are the ones we showed y'all yesterday. We bought for $5.
Yeah.
And then you already listed the what is that called?
Oh, the hippograph.
Hippocamp.
Hippocamp. The hippocamp wall sconces. They're right here. I'll show you one real quick in case you didn't see that video. I have a pair of these.
You were never able to find a comp, were you?
No, nothing. Yeah, so what I did is I searched vintage Italian gold wall sconce, you know, or brass or whatever, and just kind of got a feel for how much people were willing to pay for some good looking ones, you know. And like I found some cherub ones that people paid for like around between like 100 to 150 for. They were just cherubs. I mean, look how cool this is.
Yeah.
So I decided to list them for 150 just to see. I mean, it's just.
I think your price is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a guess. We'll see if we get any hits or any interest. We may end up having to lower the price, or they may. Hopefully, they'll just sell fast.
I think they might sell fast.
Yeah.
Because it's a one of a kind.
Yeah,
thing.
There's nothing. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there like that, but there's none for sale. You know.
Yeah.
They're just really cool.
And Candace really knows how to search for stuff. So when she can't find it, pretty good chance.
I found some that were like tabletop.
Right.
But nothing to hang on the wall. So.
Yeah. I think 150 is the right price.
Yeah.
I mean, if you went lower than that and they sold very quickly, then I think they might have some regret that it wasn't like enough.
Yeah.
But at 150, especially being that we paid $5, I think we're just going to be happy if they sell.
Right. Right.
So I think that's the right number.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of testing the market with that price. We'll see what happens.
That's a no regret number, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we end up selling them for 100, that's great. If we end up getting 50 for them, that's great too.
Yep.
We're in them for 5.
Right.
So, on a sad note here, I did want to mention this. I found out today that Chad Christopher, a lot of y'all probably knew Chad because he was very active, not only on this channel, but across a lot of reselling channels. He was active in the reselling community. He was a moderator on the Reselling Water Cooler Facebook group that we run now. Not too long after I talked to Chad a lot, a good bit over the past few years, and I trusted him. I knew he was a good, helpful guy. And not too long after we took over the Facebook group, I asked him to be a moderator, and he accepted immediately, and he got into it. and just a really good guy. He did have cancer, and unfortunately I found out today his wife posted from his account that he did pass away. I think it was yesterday that he passed away. So our condolences to Chad's family. And yeah, he was a really good guy. Very sad news. A lot of y'all probably knew him or had talked to him before in a YouTube chat or Facebook or somewhere, because he was really ingrained into that community. And looking at his page, he was ingrained into other communities in the same fashion. It looked like he was into photography for a while and a few other things. So yeah, our deepest condolences for sure. So
yeah. All right, so we've selected a Walmart pin that is currently cross-posted on eBay, Etsy, and Mercari. We're going to try to cross-post it again and see what happens.
Yeah, this is something I've been kind of a little bit concerned about. So all we have to do, we'll go ahead and do this, and first thing we'll do is bring it in to List Perfectly. And I'm curious to see if List Perfectly is going to say, hey, I already have that.
Right.
Is this a duplicate, or I just don't know what it's going to do.
Yep. It's working up there.
It's doing something. I usually don't like to click on anything while it's working.
You like it to be a surprise?
No, I just don't want to mess it up.
Okay.
Here, we'll go ahead and do this. Okay, so now it has brought it into List Perfectly.
And we know that's it because it only shows eBay.
Yep, that's the one we just did. Only shows eBay as platforms, even though... Now, let's see what happens if we try and put this over to Mercari like this. Mm-hmm. This is what we don't know.
I have a feeling it's going to do it.
I think so too.
Yeah, just because it brought it into List Perfectly without saying, hey, wait a minute, this is already in here. You know?
And y'all can kind of see it working.
Yeah.
It's like a robotic. Ship on your own. Oh, did I do free shipping on those? Uh-oh. That's not good. All right.
All right, so that didn't work.
Let me just hit list and see if it... Oh. No brand, standard shipping, buyer will pay 0.25 $4.30. Yep, that's fine. That's why the shipping wasn't in there. All right. Okay, pricing. No, I want it $9. $9. And let me just see if it'll take it. I mean, it's got the same title as that other listing too.
It listed it.
It listed it, yep. So we have to be careful with...
When you're going in to pick things across post, not doing something
that you've already done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that was a good test anyways.
Yeah.
I figured we had to be careful, and we do.
Yeah.
We haven't actually had a problem yet, but I think that sooner rather than later we're going to have something sell that we didn't take off of List Perfectly.
I'm trying to be diligent. I go in every morning, like after we pull orders and he packs, or if it's on the weekend I'll do it, before then, and take everything down that's cross posted. But you never know. No,
it's worth it for us to cross post with List Perfectly, but it can also add some complications in that are some potential issues. So you just have to be vigilant. Like, there's no getting around that.
Nope.
Just have to be careful.
Yep.
Okay, so now I need to unlist this. Yes. Okay, Candace had a good idea. We have been
lax.
We haven't had a plan.
No, as far as cross posting.
Right. Mm-hmm. We've got like over 1,900 active listings on eBay, and I've gone through, and I think I've cross-posted how many, like maybe 500-600 of them.
Yeah, something
different
like that.
Categories or whatever, but I'm all over the place on what I do. And Candace had a great idea. Like, moving forward, like, I could always go back.
We're just going to start right now.
Right. Well, I could always go back if I want to later and revisit older listings.
But the issue with that is you have to make sure it's not something you already cross-posted, so it would take a lot of work.
Right.
Which we really don't have time to do.
Well, yeah, not on a continuous basis.
Right.
And like, what's the actual method and procedure for that?
So we needed a plan.
Yeah, so Candace, I think, came up with a good plan here.
Yep. So we've always said we want to, whenever we list something, we generally want to leave it on eBay for about a week before we cross-post it, just because that's where most of our sales come from.
Probably about half, or maybe
Yeah.
a little less, maybe 40%.
So what we're going to do, we picked Wednesday as the day, which is today, and we want to go back 2 weeks because we don't want to start at the stuff we listed a week ago, because that would bring us up till yesterday.
Right.
So we're going to go back 2 weeks. So today is the 10th. So we're going to go back and cross post from April 26th to May 3rd, a full week leading up to a week ago. And every Wednesday we're going to do that.
Yeah, and Wednesday is a good day because it's not typically a sourcing day. And usually, like today, y'all saw, we don't have a ton of orders going out on Wednesday.
Right.
So it's a perfect day to do this.
Yeah.
We would have the most time. So I have the active listings here, and Candace said we're going to go.
Well, he sorted them by start date.
Right. I have them sorted by start date.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to scroll until we get to May 3rd.
April 26th. Are you going to go the opposite way?
Well, I'm going to go the opposite way because May 3rd is going to come first.
Okay.
Here. And then I'll just start. You can see all this stuff here. I'm just going to start. Now, okay, if we're going to do it like this, am I still going to need to change the custom SKUs, or are you just going to always assume it is cross-posted?
We're going to assume, and I'll just check every single thing we sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right.
I know.
But I mean, that is a lot easier.
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to be doing this moving forward.
At first, we were putting the things we cross-posted, we would come to our custom SKU and put XP in front of it. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
We're just going to abort that.
Okay. So we need to go in, and we're going to highlight all of these things. Man, it's a lot of stuff, Candace.
Yep.
So I'm going to highlight all of the ones that need to get cross-posted, and then I'll show you what we do next. And I might not do all of them all at once because it's going to be a lot.
Yep.
I don't like to do too many at once because sometimes it's a little tricky. I'll go to May 2nd. And so I have them all up to May 2nd.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some things that we don't want to cross post, like you did select that vacuum cleaner you just listed.
Oh, yeah.
There's some big things that we really don't want to cross post.
Okay, well, let's look. We don't want to cross post that.
Yeah.
All the razors are fine.
Razors, Bibles, clothing,
jackets, everything else. Okay, all that stuff is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take those items, and I know that we're up to May 2nd now.
Yeah.
And then I just click there, 21 items selected. And then first we're going to bring them into list perfectly. So I click here and I hit copy, and then it's going to start doing its robotic stuff. First it's going to start opening the listings in eBay, scraping all the info out of those listings, including the photos, and then it's going to start moving those over to list perfectly. And when it finishes that, we'll come back. Okay, and then after a couple of minutes, I don't know, it might have been 5 minutes, then it's done. And it opens a tab for each one of those. I think it has to, unless there's still a lot I don't know about List Perfectly. Actually, I don't know that much about List Perfectly, except how to actually let me look at my listings, how to actually cross post with it. And then now we can see those that I just brought into List Perfectly, and they all just say eBay. And from here, I can select the ones that I want to put on Mercari, the ones I want to put on Poshmark, and the ones I want to put on Etsy, and move them over there, which I'll show in a minute. But first, I'm going to continue to bring them into List Perfectly itself, starting from May 1st, working my way back. I'm going to do that off camera though. Okay, we are back. We had 50 things from that week that have not sold yet and have not been cross posted, and they're all in List Perfectly now. So And one thing that's cool about List Perfectly too is you can actually, they have all kind of cool search filters here. So you can actually pick, like, check this out, minus filters, not sold. Okay, the ones, if you want to see ones that are just the ones that are not on Mercari, you do that, you hit search, and it'll only show you the stuff that has not been cross-posted to Mercari at that point, which I think is pretty good. So we have 188 things in List Perfectly that are not cross-posted to Mercari. Now, most of those are just things that are sold, have been marked sold already.
Can you do two things on that filter?
So what you can also do, yeah, you can actually. That's a good question. So you can do not sold, and you can do not Mercari, and then hit search. And let's see what we're left with. Now we have 110 things that are either that I've brought into List Perfectly in the past, and are not on Mercari. They're not sold.
Yep.
And they need to be cross-posted. So once you do that, we just go here, and then we start selecting the things. I'll just start with 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I try not to do too many at once,
because it has to open a window for each one. Because
it opens a tab, like Candace said, it opens a tab for each one.
Yeah.
And I don't want things getting bogged down or messed up or anything like that. And also, while it's doing this, you can see it populating all these tabs. And then in each one, you can see it working. It's like a robot. In each one, it's doing the same thing, putting the photos in. Is that all the you only took 3 photos there?
I doubt it.
That doesn't seem accurate, does it?
I don't know. Let me look at my listing.
Okay. that would be the fewest photos you've ever taken.
I know. I just can't imagine.
I can't imagine that either. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. The original listing did just have 3 photos.
I guess I could have shown the.
No, but that photo right there is great. That's a fantastic photo.
Yeah.
Man, did you use precision, like, measuring devices and whatnot to get those little clips spaced just perfectly?
No, I have this weird thing where, like, everything has to be symmetrical, so I'm able to eyeball it really well. Sorry.
And no, you don't have to be sorry for that. And she also has all the postal zones memorized too.
Yeah.
So anyway, now we have those 10 in, and I just have to go through and complete the listing form. And typically what I have to do,
hashtags.
I might add hashtags, not always.
That's optional. Yeah.
Category is kind of optional too. No, category you have to do. Brand, a lot of times I'm just doing no brand, not sure, because a lot of brands they don't even have. And then you figure out your shipping, pricing. I usually turn smart pricing off, because smart pricing automatically lowers the price over time. I don't want to do that. And then I hit list, and it's done. Each one usually takes me, if I'm doing all like items, it might take me 30 seconds per.
Yeah.
And it's pretty quick. So that's what we're going to do from now on.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
For the rest of our life.
For the rest of our eBay lives. The rest of our List Perfectly lives.
Yes.
So speaking of List Perfectly, we do have a referral link down below. You will save 30% on your first month, and we will get a commission that doesn't cost you any extra, so it'll help out the channel, it'll help us out, and you can see if you like it or not. And I think within a certain number of listings that first month, you could there's even like a money back guarantee. If you just decide, you try it out and you're like, okay, this is not for me, which it might not be. I like it, but some of y'all might try it and say, okay, this is too much, I can't do this. Or I tried this other service and I liked it better. If you cancel it before a certain number of cross posts, so you can cancel it at no charge. So, or a certain number of days or cross posts. It's like kind of like a car warranty. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for this. We are about to take off for the Cure concert, and we will see y'all again very soon. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.